Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today we're going to be playing some Shoppe Keep. Last episode, we sold some stuff, now we're going to sell some more stuff to hopefully improve, or at least expand the value of our shopping empire right here. It's not really an empire, but I just felt like it was a little bit more menacing to say empire for some reason. People have been commenting on the last two episodes. Yeah, there were two episodes, they were both connected, because I recorded a lot more than I really should have, and I'm probably going to do the same thing today, because I like playing Shoppe Keep, or Shoppe Keep, if you're anything like me. I'm pretty sure that was the sort of patented intro that we created for this series. But I forgot to say it. I just realized... No, that's fine. I thought it had a sort of a Gary's mod moment where the back of this shelf right here was just invisible. It would be a little bit strange, but you do get a few sort of props in Gary's mod that actually act in that way. I'm not sure why. I guess they just got lazy. Mostly, I think, CS props. But that's fine. Back to the other game. They've lowered the difficulty of the questing system. So now Dragonclaw is actually capable of being defeated. I was trying to click E on him. Thankfully, I wasn't in the actual shop menu to start the day. Otherwise, we'd be unprepared. But yes, we can now successfully slay old Dragonclaw, which is nice to see. Unfortunately, they've lowered the drop chance of the gem. Some people have been saying that it's about 11% chance to actually gather up the dragon gem. So hopefully today we can achieve at least getting it once so we can upgrade this guy's weapons. I am using a golden throwing stars. I am using golden throwing stars. What's wrong with me today? With the S's, it's fine. They do a lot more damage than any other weapon I've found. Some people have been requesting for me to actually use weed as a weapon. I'm fully aware that weed does 18 to 19 damage or something like that. It's not that great in comparison to the nunchucks. Also, I'm wearing the best armor you can really get until you get to the bone armor. So there we go. We're going to send him on a quest and just sort of keep grinding the Dragonclaw quest. It takes about 5 minutes to complete that quest. Take a drink. Took about 5 minutes to try and get the robot out of my voice this evening. It's very early in the morning, and I'm not used to recording in the morning. So I do apologize if I sound a little bit groggy. That's fine. I'm not really a morning person, to be honest with you, but I'm trying to become one. And I think the best thing to do with that is by just doing some recording in the morning, which is probably going to become irrelevant soon enough anyway, so that's all good. We're also holding ourselves some premium dirt cake, and you can probably hear some beeping in the background because someone's got the cooker. And the alarm to help them with a cooker. They're not taking it off for some reason. That'd be great if you did. No? No, great. There we go. You probably can't hear that, though. That'd be fantastic if that were to be the case. Right. Another thing people have been complaining about. Wouldn't necessarily complain. Being very helpful. I like the comment section being very helpful. Apparently, the growing sort of system that we have right here, where we make weed and mushrooms and all that fun stuff, is a little bit... otherworldly in the way it works. So apparently, it only takes a minute for things to grow, and maybe 2 minutes until they become fungus, essentially. And they become unusable as a resource. So we got to keep that in mind. We're just going to plant things down right now, and hopefully we can actually achieve our goal of making some sort of pharmaceutical section to our shop, which I think would be fantastic. I'm sort of thinking like maybe we put it into the section where we put all of our druid stuff, or we just make an entirely new section for it altogether. Selling a lot of weed's probably a good idea, but for some reason it's really hard to get to this one spot. You gotta like, do you have to go through the gaps? No, you can't go through the gaps. Can't jump, of course. The game doesn't want to. The game does not want you to do that. Getting to this point in the corner is actually very awkward. But as you can see, all the plants are very, very slowly growing, and eventually they'll get to a point, which I believe is in 1 minute's time, where, or maybe less than that, maybe 30 seconds, where they will be fully grown and ripe for the picking, which is fantastic. So we're just going to wait for that. It's a little bit of a silly system. People got a little bit annoyed that I wasn't, no, well, that I was unaware of it. Just real crops don't really work like this. So I was a little bit confused. Looks like we have to plant this corner first, actually, before we plant anything else, just so we can get to it. You can't walk on crops, apparently. You can only walk on the sand. I keep calling them sand pits, but the dirt pits right here. In order to get to this corner, that's fine. That's good to note for the future. What's in the hot items today? Mush. Okay, so we might want to make a little bit more mush than we usually do. Gold-plated trousers might be a good start as well. Engineering scrolls, very easy. Wizard staffs. How do we make wizard staffs? We need magic, junk, for some reason a mage chest, and more magic. Wait, what? Actually, that one might be bone. I'm not too sure, actually. Bone, then junk. We'll find out. Let's make some purchases. Let's get ourselves some engineering scrolls. Let's get ourselves some, what was it, mush? Yeah, mages want mush today. Mushy mages. That sounds like a that's like a terrible brand of ready-made mash. Mushy mage. Oh, God. That's fine. Right, let's get the seeds planted right here. Let's get some more mush. We might want to get more than this, to be honest with you. Hot items are amazing. I do love the feature, but it does change. Sort of, wait, like I think halfway through the day. I'm trying to find words there for some reason. You can hear me sort of going, This is very strange. Where do we put our engineering scrolls? I feel like this is a fancy dress item that we need to place in the fancy dress section of our shop, which is right here. You might be noticing some frame drops. For some reason, the frame rate in this area just sort of drops periodically. It's a little bit strange. Well, you won't be noticing anything, but I will be. So hopefully that doesn't project upon yourselves. That would be fantastic. I have been planting the crops on this side of the shop for the time being. And I think I might just stick to doing that because there's not really much you can do with the druid section other than sort of leather gear and stuff like that, which we can easily place on this side and then all the drugs can go on this side. We will need to, excuse me, we will need to remove some stuff though. I feel like it's a better idea to have a bunch of shelves. So we're going to pick all this up. There we are. Fantastic. And as you can tell from my voice, it's all over the place today. Constantly going through the... What am I trying to say? Going through the... Oh, no, I can't remember the word. Oh, no. Watch out, guys. Innkeeper can't remember the word. Oh, no. That's rare. That's fine. So, look, we've got like a little drug corner. There we are. I shouldn't really be calling it the drug corner, but that's what we're going to be doing for the time being. And then we'll have like a nice table right here, along with us having one of these, which I think will be quite nice. And then we'll have a hat rack, just to sort of spice things up a little bit, since I think we'll need one anyway for the hoods. And that's all good. So we've got like a hat rack right there, one right there, drug corner, all this stuff. It's nice to see. We'll clear up the floor while we're mucking around. Apparently, rugs are no longer busted, so we're going to give it a go. So we'll just plant them along here. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, just sort of like spacing it out across the center right here. They don't last very long, though. The amount of customers that we get, they're probably going to degrade halfway through the day, but it is going to stop the slight micromanagement of actually cleaning up the floor. We are going to do a quick cleanup, though, just because we want to keep our appeal high, and also we want people to look at our shop and think, yeah, they care about the floor, and also, well, yeah, they just care about the floor, and also cleanliness, something that I might add our customers don't give a fuck about. Swearing right there, because that's how passionate I am about the fact that they don't clean their shoes. No shoe cleaning whatsoever. It's disgusting. Abhorrent. Probably a better word for it. Oh, you died. Okay. That's good to know. You failed. Let's see how far you got. Okay. Old Dragon Claws on 27 health out of 400. It is sort of random chance. Just hope you get lucky. I found that it hits chance. Oh, shit. I forgot about these. There we go. Well, we have to plant the mush down again. Mush. This is why I hate the system. It takes like 5 minutes. I've got to, like, basically, when I plant them, just wait around for a bit. Because I always forget. I've always got something else on the mind after a little while. Constant tangents, that's the issue. Right, I'm not going to talk. You know what? Just going to look at these plants, admire them. Take a drink at the same time. Just feel like I am the plant. You know, I'm looking at these things right now and I'm thinking, Lonely Harry right here probably doesn't like to be alone. There's like a big story plot right now. Here's his family, the lineage of the Harrys. And then just Lonely Harry right here, who's always a bit different. He's a bit different from the group. He doesn't want to be a part of things necessarily. He just wants to live his life, do his own stuff, whatever. Everyone else right here, though, having the time of their lives, while Lonely Harry just sort of also having the time of his life. You know, that's a nice view of things. You know, not everyone wants to be social. They just like to chill out by themselves. Maybe every now and again he wants to chill out. That's all good. No one's sad, hopefully, at the end of the day. That's all we're hoping for. Right. Let's get our plants in the plant corner right here. I wish I was slightly faster. Or if there was a run mechanic. Doesn't seem to be. I always feel quite slow. And the shop's getting very big now. Whoa, this is busted. I thought I just placed this down. I guess not. Alright, let's fix this up. We might want to do a little bit more fixing. This is all new. Yeah, this is busted. Okay, then. We're going to do a big restock of everything in our shop before we start our day. We are running out of money quite quickly. But we should be able to get it back just as quickly, to be honest with you, since we are selling things at like a ridiculous price, like 170% or something like that. 167. Let's make sure that goes up just a smidge bit. There we go. 170. Look, we have high enough appeal. People come to our shop and they go, well, they come here to buy the highest quality products, including mostly just sort of cleaning products right here. I've come to the thought of actually just keeping potions in the main hall area of our shop. I think it's just easier rather than going back and forth, selling mage potions over here, mana potions over there, and then health potions in this section. It's just a little bit annoying. Merv came out of his cave. It's fine. Just catching my breath right there. Whoa. Not used to the mornings. Also, I'm really annoyed at the fact that I keep having these really weird, slightly manic laughs. Just it's really annoying. And they're not forced. That's just a very... I mean, that's the Innkeeper laugh at this point. It's become a little bit strange. My normal laugh sounds like a dog's choking itself. Or like choking, like... very old dog. That kind of thing. Oh, it's not really my laugh, but it's a form of it. You know, people have many forms of the laugh. Stages, if you will. Mine sort of starts with the... and it also dies with the... which is a little bit interesting. But, you know, I go with a... and then I start to go ha 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 manically. Just fantastic. We do have a full stock of everything other than gold and magic right now, which we do need to change because we do want to maybe do a little bit more crafting before we start today. Let's make ourselves some gold-plated trousers. Might be a good start. Apparently, you can get gold from buckle shields, I believe someone said. I think Princess Moon said. Yeah, I've tested this. You don't get any gold from it. I'm not sure if maybe it was a bug. They fixed it lately. They did have a patch which changed a bunch of things, mostly the adventuring difficulty that we were at. We showed just how difficult it was in the last episode. We're barely getting the dragon down to 200 health before we died. And we were at all the end-game gear. Like, there's no way we can get better, well, no way we can get higher than that, other than getting the... I think there's like a barbarian sword that you get from Islay. Well, not Islay, but the big barbarian sort of leader... she-beast thing. But that's quite a rare event. And I didn't get it when I attacked her, so I imagine it wasn't a thing back then. Which is quite unlucky, really, because that's a very interesting random encounter. So we want to buy a bunch of gold-plated shields to get some gold. I'm not sure if there's some other way of achieving gold other than just buying the gold-plated shields. From what I've seen, maybe the helper bot, I think the helper bot does give you 1 gold, which basically it doesn't give you as much as the gold-plated shield. You don't get as much value. Tell you what, though, we'll test that fact just in case I'm wrong. We want to make sure we're very efficient right now when it comes to our spending. Let's get some trousers as well. There we go. We'll get 6 of them since they will fit on the racks. There we are. And then we'll sell them. And we should be able to get some money out of it. I feel like it anyway. Let's wait for our stuff to come in. Comes in very quickly now. The portal service. Definitely doing a good job. Right, so let's see. We are at 6 right now. Gets turned into 7. So we get 1 liter of gold. And with this, we get 1 liter of gold. So, really, buying a bunch of helper bots is actually cheaper for us. Because I think they cost slightly less. They do cost slightly less. We do get wood from this, though. And we will just throw these in the bin. But in the future, we will buy helper bots. I'm not too sure if maybe the shield gives you... I think it gives you wood. But it looks like the helper bot would also give you wood. Something I think gives you a little bit of extra metal then. I'm not too sure which one. We will test that out later on, but it's not really too much of a big deal. Right. What else do we need? So we got engineering scrolls, wizard staffs. Okay, so we do need wizard staffs, which means we need a little bit of magic. I think the robes give you the most amount of magic. I think it's like 1.3 or something like that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and stick with that. We need a lot of gold blends as well. We need 1. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 12 gold. There we go. I don't know why I counted to like that, but I did. Anyway. Yeah, it's about 1.3. We get a little bit of junk with this as well, so that's a nice little addition. It's not an amazing amount of magic, but it will do. I like all the stars that we have on this right now. It's a shame there's no real effect to it. Can I see it warping? No, I'm going nuts right now. It's fine. It looks like some sort of rubbish wallpaper that you'll find lying around. Wait, have you already died? That was quick. Yeah, you died very quickly there. You're not showing your prowess, Sir Flinley. I'm just saying. Right, go back on the adventure, good sir. We're running low on money right now because of all the tests that we're going through. Right, let's make ourselves some of these trousers. Let's see, that's junk, that's the gold. So 1 of these, 2 of these. Thank you. It's a little bit annoying to make trousers. It would be great if there was, like, an auto crafting system if you crafted it enough times. I understand the crafting system, and I think it's a good way to sort of introduce people to crafting and have some sort of puzzle to actually get to the nice crafting, well, to actually get to the cool stuff at the end game. But it would be nice if there was like a little crafting book or manual right here that basically allowed you to automatically put things together without doing this one by one. It would be much easier anyway. So we have 5 of these right now. It's still not that hard. I'm complaining about nothing really, but it's just a little bit tedious. So we're just going to place these gold-plated trousers right here. Fantastic. What are we selling these for? 557. Is that worth the cost? Not really. But we don't get much from it. Let's pick these back up. Let's sell them for a little bit more. Alright, let's see. Yeah, 180%. Yeah, that's what we want. 1,000 gold per trouser. And it's hot on the market, so they're definitely going to buy them. We need to get some chest pieces as well, just to go with it. Let's see. Chest pieces, there we are. We'll only buy 6 of them. Get to see some health potions as well would be nice, along with some mana potions. I'm buying these one by one for some reason. I always do that. It's kind of annoying, but oh well. We need to fill up our pharmaceutical range as well. Okay, we have to introduce the new pharmaceutical part of our shop as well. Maybe start a little bit of advertising at the same time. You know, come to our shop, get yourself high. I mean, get yourself high on life. Yeah, that's what we'll say. It's fantastic. Let's make sure it's nice and orderly. Let's put our weed right here. I mean, pharmaceutical weed, which I mean is still fine, really. There we are. Place the mush down, which I think is the hot item, so we'll get a little bit more of this stuff before it becomes a little bit rubbish. We need to throw all this stuff away because it's not really useful for us. It's just sort of in our inventory right now, just taking space. Lots more mushrooms right now, which is good to see. Sword plane, we don't want that. We don't want these tomes. People are probably going to be like, no, you need them for like super mega endgame item. And look, I do apologize. I wasn't aware of this. 100% approval right now, but then again, no one's really in our shop just yet. Let's see. We need more magic equipment and more helmets. Gloves would be nice. Some more druid-based stuff as well. How much money are we using that? 5 grand. That's not too bad, really. Some wands as well. And a lot more mush. 2 more stacks of mush should be quite nice. And I think we're all good. I'm quite content with what we have right now. We'll sell a bunch of swords as well. There we go. Ah, right, of course. Wizard staffs. Right, okay. So we're going to make a bunch of wizard staffs at the same time. I'm going to find out how to make those in just a second. Let's place down our mush first. Not our musk. We're not going to do that. There we are. No more space. Not doing any space things just yet. We'll get there. Don't you worry about it. We're sort of having enough trouble with our own infrastructure, let alone the possible shop infrastructure that we would make with our space station. You know, cobblestone and wood is what we're really going to go for right there. Okay, let's see. Where's our stuff? So we got some leather gloves. I don't think that's really appropriate for this part of our shop. Don't worry, I remember the mush. I'm going to run to it. Just placing all the stuff in here first. Alright, I think we're all good for this area. Let's move along. We've placed our swords down. Right, let's see how the mush is doing. Should be good to go right now. Nearly there. I'm going to wait around now because it should be about good to go. There we are. Fantastic. I would like a little timer. Your mush is ready. And then, you know, some sort of pharmaceutical inspection company comes like, what the hell are you selling here, mate? Or maybe the police, which, you know, pretty much at this point are both going to be bad for us. And so I don't think we really should be selling this kind of stuff, especially to the open market. All right, there we are. Some mushrooms. We'll just plant this stuff right here because I'm lazy. That should be all good. We'll keep hold of everything else. Meanwhile, we'll sell these leather trousers. There we are. I know they say pants, but they're called trousers in England, so I'm going to stick to my heritage. You know, just letting people know. Right there. Fantastic. There we are. And some leather gloves. They were previously hot on the market, which is why I still have a few of these lying around. We don't have enough space for those gloves. We didn't get any leather chests. I thought I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, because they weren't actually on the list. Where are they? I think I just went past them. There you go. Leather chest. We'll buy ourselves some of those. Alright, so we do have a few extra stuff here and there. Some pads. We'll sell them. We'll sell those, not thems. Thems are being sold. We really should be paying more attention to our hot items list. But, you know, I just like having the shop filled up with stuff. There we are. More magic gloves. Nice to see. Wizard hats. Gonna throw them down. Halloween is over, though. So I'm not sure if they're going to be as popular as they used to be. That's a shame. You can't actually use these. Okay. I guess we'll just leave them there for aesthetic. There we are. Of course, we do need to sell our staffs, so maybe doing this is a bad idea. I'm not sure if we need those 2H stands for staffs, so we'll wait. We'll make sure we wait until we see. Okay, anything else? Put a single mush right there. Need to sell some more wands. Chopsticks. It's fine. They look like chopsticks, to be honest. We don't have enough space for them now. We have all these areas. I mean, we'll put potions on them if we have them on us and we're going past. But I'm not going to sort of prioritize it. Which does remind me, we need to get this side of the shop done for the potions themselves. Health potions go on this side. Mana potions go on the other side. And I feel like there is a little bit of order there, since the magic part of the shop's on the other side of that wall. And the armor, sort of tanky gear, that kind of stuff is on this side of the wall. So it makes sense. Right, let's go to our placement menu. Let's get ourselves... Make sure it's the same. That's right next to this. Just keep it orderly. Oh, okay, here we go. Apparently, it slightly turned red at the last second there, but it didn't show me. Right, there we go. It's about right. It's right. It's right about there. I'm not going to complain. So that's all good. Got more space right there. And also for some random items if we had anything random to sell. Oh, okay, succeeded. Did you get anything good? No, but you did get an enchanted flaming sword, which isn't really what I'm looking for. At least you got something other than bone. But there we go. We can actually sell this enchanted flaming sword, which is always good to see. There we are. Enchanted flaming sword sells for a little bit. We'll make sure to pull it down right here. The very important pile right there. It's looking alright, and it's not really worth that much, but okay. We will deal with it. That's really weird looking. It doesn't the gold armor or gold trousers and the gold chest plates don't suit each other. There's no complementation. Complementation? I was meant to say they're not complementing one another, but I don't think complementation is the right word. I made that up right on the spot, I feel like, actually. I've never heard that word before. Right. I think we're good to go. I've been wasting a lot of time. So day 11. We're level 23 as well, so I think we upgraded recently. Let's actually double check. How much points do we have right now? Skills, 62. So I think we can get the next bit. Think twice. Thieves will think twice before stealing. I like that. Let's get that skill up. And then this one right here, which is faster barrier. Reduce barrier reload time by 1 minute. That's huge. We need 3 more points for that. So next level should be able to do it. This is the barrier bar, for those that are wondering. One person goes through here. If they're thieving, the barrier will pop up. And they won't be able to escape. I think it kills them. I've never seen it before. I'm just aware of it. And then this thing recharges for the next barrier. Well, this thing recharges, and when it's at the point, or when it's fully loaded, fully filled up, then the barrier should be ready to go. That shouldn't really have been as hard to say as it was just then. But I'm terrible at explaining things for some horrible reason. There's many reasons. Alright, there we go. You're looking fantastic there, good sir. Dick Superman. Superman. Dick Superman. Okay, that's good. Anyway, so reducing that by a minute would be fantastic. Right, let's see. We didn't make any wizard staffs. I'm going to do that on the fly. I feel pretty content just leaving the shop to its own devices right now, especially for the fact that their shoes are being nice and cleaned up while they're making their way through. We should really put some mats on these sides as well, just in case it starts to get a little bit dirtier. I'm pretty sure their feet don't get any muddier walking around here, unless, of course, there is mud sort of hanging around. Everyone's buying all the drugs they can right now. It's pretty much a good idea. I would definitely recommend it. Hopefully people are going to buy our gold-plated trousers. Yup, someone's already done it. That's good to see. Yup, apparently as well. Making some funny noises, which is always good. Right, let's make ourselves some wizard staffs. Actually, we really should have done this before, because it's probably going to go off the market soon enough. We'll make 2 of them. So we need 2 of these robes. I can't see the... I've got the list zoomed out so I can see a good number of things. Since I'm terrible at remembering stuff, so... You know, it's a good idea to have a list on my other monitor. But I don't have all the space in the world. You know, it's not a very high monitor. It's the same as sort of a normal one you would find. So it can't really... I mean, the list is vertical. Yeah, the list is vertical other than horizontal, which is a little bit of a shame. Would save me a lot of time. I probably should just make my own list. But oh well. Okay, so wizard staff. I'm going to have to zoom in right here. I'm not too sure what that one is, but I think it's bone. So we're going to take 2 bone, and then 2 junk, and then 2 magic. So the order this is in is kind of interesting. So we got the bone, then we've got junk, and then we've got the robe, and then we've got the magic. No, okay, so it's definitely not bone. Maybe it's metal. Right, so we got the metal. Right, and then junk. Robe. And then magic. No, okay, it's not. I'm not sure what that is then. We'll keep trying. Let's buy ourselves a few more of these wizard robes. Oh, I did. I just bought them just then. Okay. I was like, why isn't it buying? What's going on? I'm just not really paying attention right now. Let's check up on ourselves with the gold trousers. Wow, I think they've all been sold. Okay. We really should have made more of those. I feel like they were definitely valuable. Let's make sure to actually repair these as well. There we go. It's just showing the exclamation mark. It always pops up. I think it's still a bug that they need to work on. That's fine, though. I think it's meant to show, but only when it's sort of near to being destroyed completely. That's fine. Then we'll just do some small repairs here and there. Entry fee money's giving us a little bit. I'm not sure how much we make per day with that entry fee, but it's probably like minuscule in comparison to what we make on all the other stuff that we're selling. As I said before, though, no one's buying the fancy dress stuff anymore because the Halloween season is over. You can probably tell from the lack of skeletons hanging around our shop. Let's actually double check that. Oh, yep, one of the rugs have already blown up, which is great. Can't place any items during the day, which is a damn shame. I think we need to have a bunch of these rugs sort of hanging out on the front door. I think it would be a good idea. There we are. It's a nice little sign right there. Nice little glimmer of hope that you can see in our shop window. That looks a little bit buggy. I can't remember having a roof before. That's new. I mean, I guess it's all right. I've never touched these trees. Maybe I should start. Ooh, I think that guy was... I think he just came by today. He was like, this sword, it's a bit faulty. I think I want to return it. Sorry, sir. No refunds, no receipts, that kind of thing. You're looking for dragon bone stuff. I'm sorry, but selling the dragon bone stuff isn't going to happen, okay? We need to give it to our soldier guy, just so he can survive a few hits here and there. Let's actually double check just to see if he survived any... Well, let's see if he survives the fight. He didn't. Okay, that's a shame. We'll send it back in. Let's see, how far did you get? Very close. You're always getting very close. That's why he needs the new dragon stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure to actually pay the tax man as well. There we are, since we're apparently quite far. Well, we're apparently a little bit in debt right there. I'll tell you what. It's probably wood. Oh, barbarians. Okay, hopefully we've got the giant barbarian. Where's the weapons? Here we go. Nope, just the one guy. That's a bit of a shame. Alright, he's been dealt with. Okay, then. Bit annoying. I kind of want to go up against Islay, just see if we can get that barbarian sword. I'm assuming that's where you get it from. I've not read anything up telling me that that's how you get it. I've not really researched. I've not found anything on the internet, anyway, telling people how they receive the sword. They just said, oh, I got this sword, and then blah, 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 blah. Maybe that will change. Maybe someone just put up something right now, and someone's going to be like, hey, Innkeeper, actually there is. If you put this in, something like put in, like, a day before. And it's like, oh, yeah, but you know, this is an older video. Oh, God. Okay, that kind of thing. It's fine. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say at this point, but it's all good. Taking some wood's probably, it makes a lot more sense since we are making a staff. I didn't think about that before, but that is fine. This will be part of the same video, so you got no room to be annoyed. There we go. It's going to happen anyway. Right, so let's get some junk bond as well, because I'm pretty sure that's bone. That is bone. Let's make sure to put that back in. Oh, there we go. Let's get some junk. Okay, so junk. And then this. And then miss. There we go. Looks rather nice. Doesn't sell for too much, but oh well. We'll just put it right here for now. Wizard staff. It's probably not very popular to buy now, though. Let's see. Yeah, we're still selling lots of mush. They bought all the weed. Or nearly all of it. Still 3 stacks of it left. Or 3 piles of it. Not stacks or piles. 3 bits. There we go. Significantly less than the amount that I was saying right there. The terrible word choices that I was using. Or terrible phrasing. Terrible everything, really. The phrasing wasn't the right word as well. It's all good. Eventually, I'll get there. I just need to wake up a little bit more. I've had my nice cup of tea. I'm not really a coffee guy, but maybe I should start. To be honest with you, before I start, like, just downing energy drinks. My frame rate is dying right now for some reason. Seems to happen a lot in this update. I'm not sure what they've changed, but it definitely tanks every now and then. But it does come back fairly quickly. I'm recording at about 25 frames per second right now. It's usually on a solid 30. I should start doing some 60 FPS recordings. I want to do that at some point, but I feel like I need to get a new computer before I start doing stuff like that. Apparently my phone's going off. 1 second. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I was being advertised to. That was great. Anyway, let's ignore that for the time being. I'll just take your number off the system now before I, fuck you over. It's fine. It's all good. Anyway, it completely took me out of the moment. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. Tell you what, though. What's your name, sir? You're very distinct. What's going on with your arm? It's a bit bugged out. You got some blue irradiating from it. I keep saying irradiating. Illuminating. Projecting. Framing. I'm trying to teach myself. I'm trying to use as many words as possible, because eventually I will just use them off the bat rather than just constantly mumbling, going blah, 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 like I usually do. It's happening a lot more lately, which is a little bit annoying, but it is early, which is fine. There we go. Have you returned, good sir? Thankfully not. I know I really shouldn't be saying that. I mean, I'm just sort of worried for their well-being. Look at all these people. It's fantastic. Music right now is cheering along, which is a little bit annoying. There's something else about the music. Apparently, recently, it was only just copywritten on Steam. So some of you might be, not on Steam, on YouTube. So, you know, I'm getting a few strikes here and there, which is a little bit annoying. Some of you may be noticing that the music in the outros changed a little bit if you actually pay attention to that kind of stuff. If you don't, you know, don't need to, that's all fine. But some people may be noticing it. A little bit annoying. Hopefully it's not too loud. There you go, it's all good. Bit weird, though, how copyrights actually works with YouTube. It shouldn't really count for videos that were uploaded before the copyright was written. Well, at least when it comes to being written for YouTube's sake specifically. But that's all fine. I guess we'll ignore that for the time being. I don't really know exactly how copyright works. I have to imagine if it were to work in the way that I'm assuming it is, well, it wouldn't work at all. So there we go. The copyright laws are a little bit awkward, especially since it's sort of by country basis. And since we are recording towards an American platform, I mean, I'm not really subdued to American law, but some forms of it and legislations and that kind of thing do work specifically for YouTube. It's just that I won't get screwed over as hard, which is, you know, still nice. No, I don't live in there. I don't live in there, which is, there you go. That's how it works, basically. Kind of. It's awkward, like I said. Someone in the comments probably knows a lot more than me. It's all good. Although, you know, I'd rather you just email me instead of, like, bringing up a large piece of, this is how it works. Because, you know, large comment walls I try and read through, but replying to them is quite difficult. Because I'm like, okay, did I read everything? Do I understand all the points? Can I make a reply? Not really. I'd rather just reply to someone via emails, because it's just easier. There we go. And also, with YouTube, you got to watch out. Some people take things out of context, and sometimes I want to reply to people, and it's like, oh, don't worry, my friend, I'm fully aware of this, but some people might take it as a sort of a, not an insult, but an aggressive standpoint. So I usually just ignore it. You got knocked out again. What happened to you? What? You're losing a lot more now. You won like 3 times in a row when I wasn't recording. But now you're like losing all the time. A little bit weird, but okay. Maybe Fraps increases the difficulty. I always blame Fraps. I like doing that. It's all good. There we go. Just clean up the floor right here. Do lots of cleaning. I think the day's about to end. I'm not sure if this... Yeah, this is the last day. Because we've got the abyss sky right there. Once I'm still sort of murmuring and just keep choking and stuff like that. It's fine. We can actually buy this last section of our shop right now. For pretty much bugger all. There we go. We pretty much own every single part of our shop right now. Which is always nice to see. I'm not sure what to do with these other sections, but I'm sure I'll find out something. Actually, I don't think there is much to do. We don't have much to sell, unfortunately. They need to sort of improve the amount of things you can sell before we can really use the other bits of space. For now, though, we'll just leave it. I mean, I guess we'll just expand that area to be more armor equipment, that kind of thing. Eventually, we're going to have so much money that we'll just sort of have large parts of our shop open up, ready to go. We're going to get very popular by the looks of things anyway, so eventually, we're going to probably need the extra space just to keep our entire day's worth of stock. And, well, from having to keep us from restocking during the course of the day, which is what I'm trying to do right now. But there we go. If I can actually find out how to construct a proper sentence, then maybe you might actually understand me. But there we go. Very critical today, apparently, of my ability to talk. I think I'm always critical of it, though, which is fine. There's nothing wrong, but... I forgot about the mush. There we go. I saw the green right over there, and I knew that I screwed up. I don't need the mush anyway. So really just be throwing it away, because it's not the hot item right now. Which reminds me, what is the hot item? Basic ones, armored boots, and more armored boots. Okay, just buy lots of armored boots then. Quickly before the day ends. Okay, we should be quick enough. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Getting a deal like this is rare, okay? two classes want the same thing? Oh, God. That's amazing. Okay, plant them all. Place them all even. I keep saying plant. Place the items in the appropriate slots. There we go. So we'll sell the armored boots. We got 2 minutes. They should be able to buy them all, since they usually rush for the hot items. Although we have passed rush hour right now. Things are starting to cool down a little bit. You know, it's nighttime hour. Everyone's buying the sort of last minute items that they need in order to go to bed, have a nice sleep. You know, some people are probably overdosing on my hair care products. I'm not sure if they do indulge in the sort of delicious sustenance that it does give. Other than regenerating your own health, it does regenerate, well, other than regenerating your hair, which I believe these guys really should be working on right now. That kind of potion, that's conditioner, mate. That ain't going to help you. You need some proper stuff right here. That's going to really give you the hair that you desire. You know, really, you can actually drink it to rejuvenate yourself. Although if you do drink too much of it, you might end up growing yourself a third hand. Which, you know, you want to watch out. There's no mutation happening right there. It's just you might be over healthy to the point where you might start growing, or at least going forward in the evolutionary pattern of the human body, which I feel like would be growing a third hand. I'm not sure if our brains really have the mental capacity of actually using a third hand, since we don't really have much of a capacity to use both hands. I'm not sure what the word is for that. I've definitely used it before, though. But yeah, you know, we can't use... Most people are right-handed, some people are left-handed, but not everyone can use their left and right hand. People that can usually have some other sort of form of loss of something else when it comes to their body. You know, the way they use it, that kind of thing. From what I've seen or read... Anyway, I shouldn't say seen, from what I've read. I've never actually, I don't think I've ever met anyone that can use their left and right hand interchangeably or at the same time, both with the same accuracy, that kind of thing. But I know I can't, so there we go. That kind of thing with my left hand. My right hand, though, still, but that's fine. Take a drink right there. Fantastic. We made a little bit of a profit today, about 10k. Oh, everyone's escaping right now. Did we actually... Wow, you're stabbing yourself in the neck quite vigorously. It looks like we sold a decent amount of those armored boots. I would say it's all right. We sold them at a good time. The day has ended, though. Let's check our hot items for the next day. Okay, dragon bone chest, enchanted robes, arrows, and leather gloves. So leather gloves and arrows are very easy, very simple to get. So let's get ourselves those leather gloves. Let's get 2 stacks of leather gloves and 2 stacks of arrows. Now, I think arrows go into the druid section, since I feel like that's where the archers are going to go. Or at least that's where the predominant archer group of people are going to go anyway. So we're going to get the arrows, place them down like this. I don't think we have enough space for them. But we have a decent amount. We've got 9 left in our inventory right here. That's fine. So we'll place the leather gloves down. We are selling them for 178%, which is all right. We really should go up to sort of 80 right now. There we are, just for the sake of things. As for everything else, we do need to sell some more leather-based equipment, so we're going to go ahead and buy some of that. Let's buy some more leather chests, more heavy armor, that kind of thing, plate boots, anything else right now, just to fill up the stocks, that kind of thing. And I don't mean the stocks as in the thing that people go, oh god, you failed again. Let's see how far you got. Really? Sir Flinley, you are letting me down. Did I give you an item that's showing, like, maybe I gave him something accidentally that's actually giving him less damage, but it's just bugged out and is showing him doing this much? No, he's getting damage for 42, the dragon. But for some reason, he's, like, getting worse. Okay, we'll send you again. Maybe sending them constantly, gives him some sort of down buff. Maybe they get a fatigue down buff or something like that. That would make a degree of sense. Kind of, but the thing is, getting the Dragon Soul Gem is a pain in the ass enough as it is. It's arguably worse, because at least you were guaranteed to get it if you won previously. I mean, it was very hard, but you had a chance to win still. You just had to get very lucky. Whereas the Dragon Soul Gem, you now have a chance to lose even with the top tier gear before you get to the dragon stuff, which you can't get unless you defeat the dragon. But also, you only have 11% chance to actually get the Dragon Soul Gem. You need 5 of them anyway in order to get the full end game gear. Or 4 of them. I don't think you can get a shield, actually. Like a dragon shield. But that's fine. I could be mistaken. But I'm getting a little bit unlucky right now. I do believe the golden armor is the best armor you can get defense-wise. We haven't really tried the mage stuff, but from what I've read up, no one says that anything else is better. So there we go. We'll keep that in mind. We do need a damage upgrade, though, so hopefully we get attacked by barbarians soon. You don't really see people wishing that, you know, oh, you know what? I could do with a barbarian raid right now. That would sort of do me well today, but no, that's not the case. Oh, people actually buying our fancy dress stuff. That's nice to see.